You're cold and it's dark. Just get a sense of this place that you're in. Just be there. Feel the experience. Do you sense what's happening? Can you tell me?
I feel like I'm shaking.
And do you sense if you're there alone, or is there some other people or someone with you?
I think I'm alone. I can't see anyone.
What are you doing there in the dark? Are you standing, or are you lying down, or what's happening?
I think I'm curled.
And do you sense this is inside or outside?
I think outside.
You're outside? And what are you wearing? Do you wear clothing, or what's that like?
I can't see.
Just get a sense, a feel. What do you feel like your clothing? Is it soft? Is it rough? Do you have a blanket, or are you exposed to the elements? What's...
I don't have a blanket.
And do you sense if you're a male or a female? Tuning in, go deeper into you. Be there. Looking out through your eyes. Know and understand your story. Do you sense if you're male or female? Just go with the first impression.
I'm a female.
And do you sense if you're a young girl, a child, or a woman? How old would you be?
Young.
Young. And do you have any sense about what you're doing here in this dark, cold place?
No.
Do you feel lost?
Yeah.
Are you a child?
I'm scared.
You're scared. Are you aware of what you're scared of? So we're going to stay in your life, but we're going to move forward now. Growing up a little, becoming a little older. I'm going to move forward as I count to another place, another time where you're a little older. Maybe there's other people or something significant happens to you. So we can understand more about you and your story. Let's move forward now to another time as you grow a little older at 3, 2, and at 1. And just allow yourself to be there now. So where are you now?
I'm not cold anymore.
And how do you feel now?
Relaxed.
So where are you now? What's around you? What's it like where you are? Is it light or dark?
I can hear birds.
Birds. Are you outside somewhere in nature?
Yeah, I think I'm in a garden.
You're in a garden. So just be there in that garden, in your body, looking at your body, sensing your body. Do you wear anything on your feet? And what sort of clothing are you wearing?
Rags.
Okay.
Not nice clothes.
And about how old are you now?
Teenager.
And how do you feel being in this garden?
Lovely.
And do you live here? Is this where you live?
I think so.
And how, if you could look around, is there a house?
Yeah.
Can you describe the house? What does it look like? If you could see it.
It's old.
Is it all
Stone.
stone?
Small.
It's a cottage?
Yeah.
And do you live with people in this house? Who do you live with?
Family.
Your family. And who is part of your family? Can you tell me who is in your family?
Sisters.
Mm. Do you have a mother?
Yes.
And do you have a father as well as a mother?
Yes.
And how do you feel about your family?
I love them.
And what does your father do? How does he support you all? Does he work?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Farmer.
He's a farmer. Ah. So can you tell me more about your life? What do you do? Do you help your mother or the farm or
Playing.
playing? How old are you? You a little girl.
12.
12. Doing well. And just be there and see your mother. Be there, maybe it's a family gathering or a meal time. Be there in your home with your family now. Do you see your family?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does your mother look?
Happy.
She's happy. If you were to look into your mother's face, look into her face, into her eyes. Just tune into her energy. Does she feel, do you sense that she's familiar to you in any way? Maybe a soul that's come through into your current life.
Yeah.
And who does she remind you of?
My granny.
Okay, very good. And your father, does he remind you of anyone? Tune into his energy. Does he feel familiar or not?
No.
Okay.
It's just my dad.
She should, yeah. And what do they call you? What is your name? Hear them call your name.
Ambrose.
Ambrose. You're doing really well, Ambrose.
Warm dresses. Hats. Got collars.
And how old are you now, Ambrose?
About 20.
And is this a special occasion that you're attending? An event?
Feels like connection. Support.
You're supporting each other? And what do you wear? How do you look? Can you describe your clothing?
Long skirt. And jacket.
And what colour is your skirt?
Dark.
It's dark, yeah. And how does your hair look?
It's in a bun.
And what colour is your hair?
Loose. Spun.
Yeah.
Dark.
So tell me about these women. What's brought you together?
Justice.
Justice. And what is, can you tell me more? What kind of justice?
Women not being listened to.
Is that how, have you felt that way?
Yes.
Can you tell me what kind of, what's happened to you for you to be in this group?
Women have no voice.
And you felt that way in your life?
Yes.
In what way have you felt that?
People you trust use against you.
People use it against you, your trust? And who's done that to you?
Many.
Many people. So where do you live? Where is this place? Is it a city, a country?
City.
What's the name?
Paris.
Paris. So where do you live now? Do you still live with your family?
No.
Is your family in France? Were you born there?
No.
No. So where were you born?
Not sure.
Did you travel there from somewhere else?
Yeah.
You did. So what took you to Paris?
It's a group.
You went with other women?
Yes.
Is there something happening? Is this an event that you've gone to attend?
Yes.
And what sort of event is this? Is this a protest or is it a planning?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Planning.
planning to have for women's rights,
Women's voice.
women's voice. And how do you feel about this group and the women's voice? This movement that you're part of?
Powerful.
Powerful.
Passionate.
Mm. And is there anything else you can tell me about this? Planning. And what is the plans that you're putting into place with these other women?
Cufflink.
What does that mean?
I can see gates.
Gates. Oh. So be there. What are you doing?
Cufflinking. Chaining.
Chaining to the gates?
Yeah.
Ah.
Shouting. The boards.
Protesting?
Yeah.
I know there are many of you there doing this.
Lots.
Lots of you. And if you were to know what year this is, do you just get a sense or a feeling? When is this?
Horses in the street.
Horses and carriages? Do you see a date, perhaps? Newspaper?
1860.
1860. And you're chaining yourself to these gates. Where is this place that you're chaining yourself to? What is this place, this building, or is it somewhere important?
Government.
Government building. And what happens to you? What happens? Let's move forward.
Shouting.
Who's shouting? How do you feel?
We need to make change.
Do the authorities come?
Yeah.
And what happens to you?
Get us.
Do they take you away?
Yeah.
So where do they take you?
Jail.
To jail. Mm. And what happens then?
I set up a group inside the jail. Build an army.
Are you there a long time in this jail?
Years.
Years. Was there a trial? Was there a judge?
Yeah.
So you continue your work in the prison?
Yeah.
And at 1, and just allow yourself to be there now. So where do you find yourself now that you're older? Are you still in the jail, or
No.
did they release you? Or did you die in the jail?
Right.
Yes?
I have lots of people following me and believe in me.
So you've left the jail now?
Yeah.
And people follow you and believe in you.
Yeah.
You sound like you've become important in this movement now.
Yeah.
And what else? What other types of things do you do for your movement?
Supporting each other.
Yeah. Do you help? Do things change?
Yes.
They do. And what do you know? And your name is Ambrosia, but what is your last name? Go deep into your name.
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson. And do you have a husband or a family now?
Yes.
So tell me about your husband.
Very supportive.
And what do you call him?
Ben.
Okay. So how would you describe your life now?
Happy.
It's happy. And how old are you now?
It's fair.
Pardon?
It's fair.
It's fair. You've done good work.
We made a difference.
You made a difference. And you had lots of support.
Women have voice.
Women have a voice. Did you help them to have a voice in regard to voting?
Everything.
Everything.
People too scared. Take away fear.
And what does your husband do? How do you support yourself? Do you have donations? Do people
No.
have to work?
Business.
He has a business. What does he do?
I'm in a beautiful house.
Oh,
And I'm wearing nice clothes. He's a banker.
he's a banker. And how many? Yeah. How many children do you have?
Two.
2. And if you look in the face of your husband, see his face and his energy. Does he feel familiar to you?
Yes.
Yes. Who does he remind you of?
My husband.
Yes. And the children, are they a boy, a girl?
2 boys.
Boy. Okay. And do they feel familiar?
Yes.
Okay. So let's stay in your life and just be there now on the last day of your life now, the last moment. So where do you find yourself?
Old.
You're old now.
In bed.
And how do you feel?
No family around me.
Do you feel unwell? Or you're just old?
Just old.
And is your husband there?
Yes. And my kids.
Do you have grandchildren now?
Yes.
Do you sense if this could be the last day of your life?
I feel like I've achieved.
You've achieved a lot.
I made a difference.
Made a difference. Yeah.
And my family's happy.
Do you feel happy?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're aware of?
It's light.
There's light. So take that last breath and know it's okay to let go of the body. As you gently leave that body now, just drifting and floating, floating and drifting. Know that you're not in the body now because you've just passed out of the body, you've died, but your spirit lives on. As you move into that beautiful space of peace and calm, feeling safe, but you'll continue to be able to speak and answer my questions as you're floating above the body, above that scene. But let's pause here just for a moment and look down at your body. Can you see your body below?
Old.
She's old, yes. How do you feel about your death?
Okay.
And what about your family there? How do you feel about them all? How do they look?
Holding on tight.
How do you experience leaving that body? What was the experience like for you?
Light.
It was light.
I was ready.
You were ready. And as you look back on that life that you lived as the woman Ambrosia, how do you feel about your life?
Proud.
Proud, yes. You achieved a lot. Is there anything though? Is there any regrets at all? No. You did more than most women. You were shown that life for a purpose. Does it connect? How does that life connect?
Justice.
Justice. It connects to the current life you're living, your soul's living.
And I hate women who don't treat other women right.
It's about treating women treating women properly. Justice within women.
Women died for rights.
They did. But you did well. Is there something there that your soul needs to learn in the current life by reflecting and looking at that life?
I did it.
That you've already did it. You've done it. Is that something to continue on in the current life with?
Always needs to